The following podcast may contain some strong language and feature some adult themes. Listener discretion is advised.
All your feet are firmly on the ground. Your imagination really wants to live in space.
You're listening to Strange New Worlds and Spaced Out Tales, a science fiction anthology audio drama series. Episode 4, The Malfunctioning Icon.
Get back, you foul demons. You won't have my flesh yet. Samantha, have you gotten the... Dear God!
Dodger lurched out of bed and onto the floor of the RV. Her nail polish fell alongside her, tainting the floor with its bright colouring.
What gives, Ponder? We were watching a movie.
It was over anyway. Don't think you missed out on much, Ponder.
Ooh, sorry about that, gang. Must have hit something on the road.
It wasn't a raccoon or anything, was it?
Nah, a raccoon wouldn't crunch that hard.
Dodger looked back at Corpse, more disturbed than before. Ponder ruffled through the drawers on the driver's side, looking for a flashlight.
Ah, there it is. Let's go check it out.
Ponder shined the light onto the wheels of the vehicle, finding them mundane. Then on one of them, he saw a bit of some unknown material protruding outwards. He crouched down low onto his knees, shining the light straight through into the hole which revealed the mangled face of a cartoon character.
What is that?
Some kind of mascot?
Ponder pulled the enlarged head out of the wheels, revealing the sorry state that it was in.
Some kind of meerkat, I think.
What kind of freaky place would find that cute?
I don't know. It's got charm.
Ponder flung the mask aside and took a look at the tires themselves.
Definitely punctured. We're gonna need to go into town for repairs.
Look, over there.
Dodger pointed towards the shining light in the sky, akin to a lighthouse on land. Though the thick fog of the night prevented them from seeing the base of the structure, they knew it was present.
And I guess that's where we're headed. Let's get to it, guys.
Ponder found it difficult to steer the vehicle with one wheel punctured. However, he managed to make it to the town with little difficulty.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna be late. No, we just had a small accident. I'll see how long repairs take, sure. What was it? Just some old mascot costume on the road. Don't know how it got there.
While Ponder refueled the vehicle and talked to the repairman, Corpse and Dodger made their way around town. Corpse found the atmosphere around him creepy on account of the fact that the mists obscured everything. One storefront was shining brightly, however, and approaching it, he found something intriguing placed inside.
That looks like the meerkat. Freaky.
Really? Let me see. Whoa, you're right. And they look so cute.
I wouldn't say that. I just hope we can get out of the town before we have to look at any more of these things.
A man walked out of the store with a cardboard box in hand. Out of the top of it poked the same toys and dolls that Dodger was so transfixed by.
What are you kids doing out so late?
Oh, we're just passing through town.
Ah, none of my business then.
What are you throwing these out for?
Dodger moved towards the box and picked up one of the dolls. She poked the nose of the little meerkat doll and smiled to herself.
They seem to be in good shape to me.
It's nothing. Just some issues going on as of late.
What sorts of issues? We're somewhat well versed in solving problems, you see.
I'll tell you this much. I wouldn't recommend taking any of those dolls. Anything related to that is cursed.
In what way?
The shop owner crossed his arms and took on a focused expression. It seemed as though he was struggling with himself whether to speak or not.
Lately there's been these sightings of Max the meerkat. I know, impossible, but it's getting harder and harder depending on some random punk considering how brutal they can be.
You've been seeing a giant meerkat running around?
Not me, but yeah. Sometimes he'll walk by you in the night. You'll see him far away in the distance. His silhouette's hard to miss. He's stolen from a fair few shops, too. Our inventor's own daughter claimed the thing bit her once.
Inventor?
Oh, he's the one who makes all fancy gizmos around town. Lives in an old observatory. Maya gave it to him on account of doing such a good job.
This inventor, he's the one that made that lighthouse, didn't he?
Sure did. Now I gotta get back to throwing the rest of the inventory out. You kids stay safe.
What do you think, Corpse? Possible mystery or myth?
I wouldn't.
Dodger had placed one of the dolls right in front of Corpse, surprising him.
That wasn't funny.
Sure it wasn't.
Dodger grabbed a few more of the dolls as they left the shop and returned to Ponder. He was standing away from the mechanic, with a downtrodden expression on his face.
Looks like we're not going anywhere until the tire's replaced.
Whatever. At least we could call it a night, right?
Here? Another night in those beds is gonna kill me.
Corpse and I will make sure it doesn't.
Wake me up when the RV's fixed, not when it's being fixed.
He wouldn't be able to sleep through that, would he?
Corpse? I hit a ditch once and he didn't feel it. I don't think we need to worry about him waking up. What?
Ponder. What was that?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good, that's for sure.
It dented the walls!
Corpse, come on, this is no time to be sleeping.
Man, just leave me or something. I'd rather get eaten.
Wake up!
Ouch! Okay, fine.
We need to go. Through the driver's side.
Hey, wait! Why are we running?
That's why!
The gang rushed through the misty streets of the town, unaware of the creature that was on their trail. When Corpse dared to look back, he found its broken visage a grim contrast to what it was designed for. The monster was large, with fake aged fur on a half-broken costume. It didn't look alive, yet moved ever forward towards them.
Ponder, I I don't think I can run anymore.
Just a bit further. We need to lose that thing.
He's right, Ponder. We can't keep this up.
Here, take my hand.
Ponder dragged them through the alleys until they turned a corner and looked to be trapped.
Oh, I guess I didn't know the town as well as I thought.
Great going, Ponder.
Both of you stay behind me, okay? On guard, rodent!
Ponder miraculously had ripped the skin off the walking monster, revealing a metal frame underneath, with glowing red eyes to match.
What are you?
The machine backed off. It felt at the ripped mask, staring at them in hatred.
Looks like your time is up, rat.
Ponder held his weapon near him, protecting both Corpse and Dodger as if his life depended on it. While the sounds of the police vehicle grew, the machine changed in disposition. It turned tail immediately, running far off into the night with metallic thuds.
Now, what are you kids doing out this late?
Didn't you see that thing running away?
Ah, so that was... I see. I understand you're shaken up, but rest assured I'm here now, so there's no need to worry.
Ow.
Are you okay?
I sure knew how to take a swing.
Not to sour the mood further, but we'll have to take you to the station for a statement.
And they did. The process was fairly quick, and they were soon leaving the station not long after they'd entered it. Going back to the RV, however, revealed some damage deeper than before.
Ox is gonna kill me.
Not before Max Meerkat does, at least.
Corpse.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Just go back to bed.
I'm serious this time. If it's another one, just leave me to die.
I don't think that's a robot.
Right there, boys. You're doing a fine job. Good work, Sonny. Now move on to the next one.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Huh? Oh, you must be those kids from last night. Police chief told me all about you. Mighty sorry about that.
No problem. I was just wondering.
Should have introduced myself. Welcome to our fine town of Cruelville. I'm the mayor, Sal.
He offered a hand to the young Ponder, who shook it hesitantly.
You rest assured, we'll find the perpetrators behind your little incident and have them taken in as soon as possible. Not there, you idiot! Pick it up!
Construction work?
Oh, yes. Town's been booming. Soon enough, what you'll be looking at is the famed Cruelville amusement park, designed by the brilliant Professor Anders.
This Anders is some kind of engineer?
Indeed. He's the town's pride. Makes all the fancy gizmos plastered everywhere. The lighthouse, meerkat, meat house, the cameras the local authorities use. You name it, and Anders probably made it.
And he's working on this huge amusement park all by himself?
It would have been larger had the townsfolk not insisted on keeping that horrid restaurant standing.
The mayor pointed behind him to the building that looked worn down. It had letters missing on the front, but now that the mist had cleared, Ponder could more clearly see the logo of a cartoon meerkat.
I'm just hoping this whole fiasco with that meerkat wakes people up to the fact that that building needs to be demolished. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some construction to oversee. You kids stay out of trouble, all right?
I'll try, Mayor.
With that look on your face, I don't think that's gonna be possible.
Dodger? When did you get here?
You're really oblivious sometimes, you know that, like?
Come on, Dodger. Codenames.
Ox isn't here to lecture us about them. You can just call me Diane, you know?
We should go check out the professor. Might find some clues there. Right, Dodger?
Yeah, let's go.
The old observatory was an odd placement in the town. No one had used it for ages, so it came as no issue when Anders had requested that he be allowed to take it as his own place of residence. Quite the opposite, actually, as the mayor himself gave it away faster than one could imagine.
Hey, Ponder.
What's up, Corpse?
Dodger's acting weird, and it's really killing the vibe around here. You know what's up with her?
I don't.
Dang. When she's usually this mad, I assume you did something to her.
You do?
Eyes on the road, Ponder. I wouldn't want us to crash.
Hello. Who are you?
Oh, we were hoping we could meet Professor Anders.
You want to meet with Dad?
That's right.
He's in his office right now. I can take you.
The crew's eyes remained transfixed on the bandages that ran down the girl's right arm. She guided them through the halls in silence, looking back and catching their gaze.
It doesn't hurt as much. The doctor said I'll be good as new in a few weeks.
Did the meerkat do that to you?
Yeah, he was scary. Luckily, Dad was around to help me, so it didn't hurt too bad.
As they coasted through the large halls of the observatory, Corpse looked around at the large rooms of the place. Locations were partitioned off with curtains, and where they weren't, there were doors. Drawings littered the floors along with crayons. A table stood at one end of the room they were in, topped with dishes and mugs.
We're here. Wait a second, mister.
The little girl fumbled around with the door with her bandaged hand. It took her a few moments, but it was soon unlocked, and they could look inside to see a furnished office.
Lily, what have I told you about guests?
They're here for you.
She stomped away from the scene, leaving the rest of them in an awkward position.
My apologies for the mess. I didn't think anyone would be visiting at this time. Would you all care for some tea?
Oh, no thanks, Professor. We were just here to ask you a few questions, actually.
Questions?
It won't take long, sir. We promise.
Well, if you say so. Mind the machines. They're a work in progress.
The machines in question being the larger-than-life animatronics that were displayed on stands in the office. They were opened up, revealing their mechanical innards for the crew to see. Corpse kept his distance from the machines, yet Dodger seemed to be enthralled with the designs of the creatures.
So, you're making these for the mayor?
That's right. He needs them done by the end of next week for the opening of his grand theme park. Busy man, that Sal. Busy's me, too.
You've just been working on your machines this whole time?
Pretty much. Theme park's going to be big, or so the mayor says. Going to bring a lot of people to Crewville, at least. And it doesn't hurt that some of that attention might be showered on me, too.
I think someone might have stolen your designs, Professor.
You're talking about Max Meerkat, aren't you?
Yeah, that thing's been attacking the town.
Even went after us.
I was hoping that wasn't the case. I'm sorry about that, children. I should have destroyed that machine when I had the chance.
What do you mean by that? And come to think of it, whatever happened to Max Meerkat anyway? He seemed to be a huge icon in the town.
Was a huge icon. Old boy's popularity's been steadily declining this whole time. I'm not the superstitious type, but even I can't deny that something sinister is going on with him.
What? Like a ghost possessing the robot? That was supposed to be a joke.
Maybe Max snapped after his popularity went away when his restaurant closed. Or maybe it's some hooligan playing a prank on the whole town with his gadgets. Whatever it is, I want no part of it. It's caused me and my daughter enough harm as it is.
We understand, Professor, but this is...
I'm sorry, kids, but I can't talk about this anymore. If it truly attacked you, then even I might not be safe from its wrath. I hope you understand.
There was nothing more to add to the conversation. Anders ushered the group out of the house with urgency. His daughter offered a half wave, looking embarrassed for her father. On the pavement outside the observatory, Ponder paced around. Corpse was sitting on the curb alongside Dodger. She kept her chin rested on her hand, focusing intently on something invisible he couldn't grasp.
What are you guys thinking?
We have to investigate that restaurant.
He's right. It's the one place we haven't gone to yet.
No, absolutely not. Are you both off your rockers?
Come on, Corpse, it'll be quick. I've got a plan.
You sure you won't forget it? For me?
If he did, I'd remind him.
Should have kept Chef. She would have offset both your levels of crazy. Shh. Quiet.
Sorry.
The cobwebs, rats and dirt that had accumulated in the restaurant since its closure made the atmosphere of the location feel unpleasant. Dodger felt at her hair, keeping it out of the path of any of the nastier webs that had sprung up in the decrepit place. A spider landed on her shoulder, however, and she squealed slightly.
Here, let me...
He picked the bug up and threw it somewhere she couldn't see. During all of this, they proceeded ever forward, looking around for anything of note. They passed by a large party room filled with a stage, noticing the holes on the wooden platform. 6 of them, 3 pairs of 2 spaced apart from each other.
Well, looks like they up and ran away. Case closed. Can we go back to the RV now?
You know that's not how this works.
We could always encounter another spider if that's what you want.
That's enough, Corpse. I'll lead now.
Corpse sighed a bit in relief. He'd hated being at the front anyway. Ponder was stronger than him and taller too, so it only made sense that he'd be the one to face Max the Meerkat, if he was even here, that was. The lights at the end of the hall lit up, a shadow plastered against the floor, facing towards them, crimson eyes, bleeding light.
Run!
He's right.
He said run.
Come get us, big and ugly.
Ponder!
An axe?
Keep running!
Back against the wall, the animated creature approached. Ponder ducked under the strike it swept at him. It pulled at the axe embedded in the wall, giving him time to slip by.
Ox wouldn't approve of this at all, would he? Stairs. Stairs. Where are they? There! Whoa. That's a long fall. We can come to an agreement of some kind, can't we? Right. Arguing with the killer robot. Should have known better. Now!
Ponder ducked under the robot. 2 people came up from behind the machine, pushing it forward and tripping it on Ponder's prone form.
Corpse? Is that thing going to move again?
Let me have a look. Wouldn't bet on it.
We got it?
Yeah. We got it.
Sweetie, I'm home.
Welcome, Mr. Anders, and don't call me sweetie.
What are you doing in my house? And what are they doing here?
Hello, Professor.
Yo.
Hi.
Anders?
These fine young men and women have suspicion to believe you're behind the Max Meerkat case.
That's absurd. That thing attacked my daughter. Why would I ever do that?
But that's just the thing, Professor. You didn't.
We figured that the reason that anyone would want to use the suit would be to scare people away, but we didn't know from where or for what reason.
Then the mayor told us about the old restaurant and how famous Max Meerkat was. You were using the suit to scare people away from Crewville.
Disguising one of your old animatronics as Max, you terrorized the town and anyone who came in so that they'd run away, making the town unpopular and forcing the mayor to abandon the whole amusement park.
You also pinned the blame on the mayor, making people think he was doing it to garner support for trashing the old restaurant. But the only person with the resources to control a machine like that from so far away would be you, Anders.
But what really convinced us wasn't you, Professor. It was her.
Sorry, Dad. I messed up.
Your daughter's right-handed. She showed that when she tried opening the door. But there were drawings scattered around the floor despite the bandages on her arm. So the injury was faked. Because you just couldn't bring yourself to hurt your daughter.
Oh, Lily.
But that leaves the question, why do it, Professor? Why make up this whole mystery?
Because of that fool Sal.
The mayor?
Me?
Yes, you. You kept wasting my talent on stupid project after stupid project. Roller coaster this, animatronics that. I was sick of it. My genius wasted on something so useless.
But you needed the mayor, didn't you?
Like any scientist needs funding, yes. I couldn't completely cast him away. That's why I did it. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you children.
Hey, we're legal adults.
I think I've heard enough. Professor Anders, if you would please come with me.
I'm sorry I'm a bad actor, Dad. I didn't think they'd know.
Oh, Lily, it's not your fault. But you three I won't forgive.
I hope you're not too mad at us, Lily. Ow!
I'm going to Grandpa's.
Well, Decoders, you've done it. You saved our town from the clutches of that maniacal menace.
Oh, it was nothing.
Still, I feel a debt is due. Therefore, I've decided to have your vehicle fixed up post-haste.
Really?
Yup. You'll find it in tip-top shape in the parking lot. I hope you three visit Crewville again someday once the amusement park is finished. It'll be a hit. I'm thinking a more horror angle would do well with the youth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nah.
And so, the mystery of the malfunctioning icon came to an end, with the destruction of an old mascot, the arrest of a mad inventor, and the repair of the Decoders' vehicle. With high spirits, they left the town and continued onward to newer adventures and more mysteries that would require their help. You've been listening to Strange New Worlds and Spaced Out Tales. Episode 4, The Malfunctioning Icon, was written by Taimoor Azam and starred Stephen Newhand as Calvin Corpse Dervish and the male horror lead, Ronni Ying as Diane Dodger Ridley, Topher Bishop as Lake Ponda Rivers and Maya Sal, John Kennard as Professor Anders and the Storekeeper, Kat McQueen as Lily, and Jim Cogan as the police officer and the narrator. Production and sound design were by Jim Cogan. Sound effects and incidental music were licensed from Envato Elements, and the theme music was written by Jim Cogan. If you enjoyed this episode, then please do leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, thanks for listening.